it's Ariana, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing a review on the brand Hidden Cosmetics. So about 2 months ago, I think it was in the middle of October, I ordered the Magic Chrome pigments. So these really pretty duochrome pigments. I'll post a photo right here for you guys. They were really cool. I actually got an ad on Facebook or Instagram or wherever it was that showed me that they were on sale and to purchase them, and I was really excited because they looked really cool. And if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you guys know that I'm obsessed with the multi-chrome pigments. I think they're really cool and really fun. So for $22.32 Canadian, you can get 1 gram of product. So this is the color Karma that I got, and this is the color Poisoned Grape. So I'm really excited to try out these products because it took a long time to get to me. It's been almost 2 months waiting for them. So there was some drama that happened between me and Hidden Cosmetics when I originally placed my order that I will be getting into further into the video. But as for now, I just want to do a review on the products themselves. So I want to play around with the color Poisoned Grape today, but I'm going to swatch the two that I ordered. So they are in these little pots, so they are a loose pigment, and I'm really excited to see if they work or not. So I am going to pour some of the pigment into the cap, swatch them for you guys because they look really pretty, and I'm excited to see if they actually work. Because I didn't really know anything about this brand prior to seeing the ad on Facebook saying that they were on sale, and I think they look really pretty and really cool. So the first one that I want to swatch is called Poisoned Grape. So I'm just going to swatch it on my hand. So I'm not really getting a whole lot out of the cap because the cap is kind of tiny. So here's what Poisoned Grape looks like. It's this multi-chrome pigment that goes from like blue to purple to green, and it's kind of like an oil spill color, and it looks really cool. So swatched on my hand. I didn't get a whole lot on my finger because the pots are really tiny, but it is this really cool color, and I'm very excited to try it out. Here is the color Karma, and it's this pinky orange color, and it looks really pretty. So next to Poisoned Grape, that's what that one looks like. So to start off this eye look, I don't really want to use Karma today just because it just isn't a color combination that I want to use. It's like an orange and pink color, and I've already done a bunch of tutorials lately that have been kind of orange and pink. So I want to do a blue and green and kind of multi-chrome eye look today using the Ace Beauty Oceanic palette, and I want to use the chrome pigments on the center to do like a highlight. So I'm just going to quickly do a pretty look. So I am going to go, I've already primed my eyes using the Jeffree Star concealer, so I think I'm just going to go in using the color Fiji, and I'm just going to put that teal color, so this color right here, I'm just going to put that all into my crease. And now I'm going to go into the Jeffree Star concealer on a crease brush, and I'm just going to quickly cut out my lid. So I've just quickly cut out my crease, and now I am going to go in with just a little bit more of Fiji and just kind of darken up that crease color just a little bit more. If you hear some talking in the background, it's just my boyfriend and one of our friends over, so don't worry about that. Hopefully the music that I put in the background will drown them out. But if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so now that I have Fiji all into my crease, I want to go into a darker color on the outside. So let's go in with, I'm going to keep this kind of like a greeny look. So I'm going to go in with the color Turtle, so it's this dark green right here. I'm going to put that on the outer corner, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of Seagrass, which is this greeny color right here. And I'm going to put that right on the outer corner. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of Fiji and just blend in that color a little bit. And then go in with more Turtle and Seagrass and just bring it more closer onto my lid. And then bringing it up into the crease a little bit and mixed in with a little bit of Fiji. Now on the inner corner, I am going to go in with a smaller brush. So this is a tapered mini flat angled brush, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to go in with Turtle and Seagrass. And just put that on the inner corner and flick it up. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of algae, which is this bright green color right here. And I'm just going to add just a pop of that green in. And then I'm gonna go back into Fiji and just blend. I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush. So I'm gonna go in with my mini tapered brush. So this is just kind of a smaller blending brush almost. I'm gonna go in with Fiji and algae and just blend those colors up into the crease a little bit. Just because I wanted the inner corner to just be a little bit lighter. Now for the fun stuff. Now for the multi-chrome pigment to go right in the center. I'm very excited to try this out. So it is very pretty and I'm very excited. So I'm going to dump out some into the cap and I'm going to use a brush like this. So this is my Lexi double-ended brush that I like to use for a lot of my looks. So I'm going to be using the eyeshadow side, so the packer side. I'm going to go directly into the chrome pigment after I've gotten my brush wet. And holy crap, it is so blinding. I'm hoping this is in focus, but this is how pretty it looks on the brush. I am so excited to try it. So if my dogs start freaking out, it's because somebody just got here that is doing renovations and they may start barking and it's probably going to be annoying. But going in with the chrome pigment, I'm going to put that right on the center. See? This is how pretty it looks in my studio light. So as I turn my head, I can see the reflect of the purple to the green, kind of like an oil spill kind of color. I don't know what the actual name of that color is, but it is so cool. This is the poisoned grape color and it looks really, really pretty with the oceanic palette just behind it. So I think this actually looks really pretty. These pigments are really easy to use. You don't necessarily have to wet your brush when using them, but I like to just to get them to stick a little bit better to the eye, but it went on really, really easy. I'm not the biggest fan of loose pigments, but these ones are actually pretty easy to use and the color payoff is incredible. So I'm very impressed. I'm gonna quickly go ahead and clean up the under eye and do this eye, and then I will be right back to finish this eye look with you guys and talk about more about these pigments. Okay, so now that I have the full face of makeup on, we can finish up the under eyes and touch up a little bit of that chrome pigment that we got going on. So for the under eyes, I'm gonna go in using my tapered brush, so the Luxie mini angled brush, and I'm gonna go in, I think I'm gonna go in with the color Lagoon, which is this dark blue color. I'm gonna sweep that underneath my eyes. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of Bali, which is this really, really pretty blue color right here. And I'm going to sweep that color underneath my eyes together. So just to add a little pop of color for the under eyes. And then I think I want to go in with a little bit of that chrome pigment and just touch up some of the top lid and put a little bit on the bottom. So I'm going to go in and just quickly put a little bit of the chrome pigment back over top. Just to add a little extra pop of that color. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit out and I'm gonna put it on a round brush and I'm gonna sweep it underneath my eyes, my waterline. Just adding a little bit of shimmer on the bottom on a dry brush. It works really well. It's kind of showing up as like a sparkle. It's really pretty. That is really, really, really pretty. And then I think to top this eye look off, just on the inner corner, I want to go in with my Tarte Eyelight. So looks like this. It's just a really pretty teal color. So I'm just going to add a little bit on. I'm going to go in with my mini round brush and I'm just going to put that color right on the inner corner. Because I think that is really pretty. So I'm just gonna quickly go clean it up a little bit and then I'll be right back. And now just to stick with the theme, of course, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the chrome pigment. I'm just gonna put it over top of that I like. I think it looks really cool. I'm gonna quickly go take my hair down and finish up the under eyes just with some mascara and some liner, and then I'll be back to get into the customer service side of this brand. Okay, so this is the finished look once it is all complete, and I think it looks really cool. These pigments worked really well. I'm very impressed with them. I think they are a little bit expensive for my taste. Personally, I think $25 per 1 gram of pigment is just a little too expensive. They are really, really cool. They are, I believe they are all handmade and cruelty-free and all of that. So let's just see the information. So all you need is a tiny amount of these pigments. They're extremely rich. Apply a primer or base before you apply your magic multi-chrome pigments, which is what I did. You get a 5-gram jar with 1 gram of product, I guess. And the ingredients are mica, iron oxide, magnesium, silicone dioxide. They're vegan and they are cruelty-free. To get into why I had an issue with this company in particular, I ordered these in October. So let's go to the actual date that I ordered. So I ordered these on October 20th and I didn't get them until last week. It was Thursday or I think it was Tuesday that I got them last week. So it is December 1st today. So I ordered these in October and I originally had no idea anything about this company. I just saw the ad on Facebook and I thought they were really cool, and I believe there was a sale going on because I paid $47.72 Canadian, so maybe not, that might have been, I think there may have been just a couple dollars off or whatever. So I saw the sale, I hopped on it, I thought it was really cool. Originally when I went on the site and I ordered the pigments, I had no idea anything about this company. I had no idea that their magic chrome pigments were pre-order. So to get into it, I had absolutely no idea. I found out later after I had already purchased them that they were a pre-order item because I scrolled all the way down to the bottom and the only information I had on them being a pre-order item was at the very bottom next to the ingredients. So where I just read them from you, honestly, it was my own user error of not realizing that they were a pre-order item, but usually in my experience when something is a pre-order, it's usually at the very top of the page and it's usually in bold, giant capitalized writing saying pre-order item. And even when you go to the checkout, it usually, in my experience, when you're checking out a pre-order item, it usually says again at the checkout, hey, this is a pre-order item. Like, you're not gonna get it right away. Or if you're ordering other things along with the pre-order item, your other things will ship now, but your pre-order item won't ship, or your entire order won't ship. Basic standard, whatever. But I had no idea this was a pre-order item. So I ordered them on October 20th, and by, I think it was closer to the end of October, I was really curious as to why I hadn't gotten a confirmation on shipping because I had no idea they were pre-order. So I emailed their customer service and I got no response. So I waited a couple days, and then again I took onto Instagram because I had them followed on Instagram, and I messaged them on Instagram and I was like, hey, I'm just looking for some information on when my item that I ordered is going to ship. I got no response. I got an automated message saying, please contact our customer service team. So that's what I had already done. So I responded, I said, I already have. I'm just looking for some information. Nobody's gotten back to me. Can you please let me know if my item is going to ship? If it has shipped, I haven't gotten any emails. They didn't really give me much information. They just kind of said like, go talk to our customer service team. So I was like, okay. So I emailed them again, no response. So a couple days later, so this is closer to the beginning of November, like the very end of October. Let's see what date it actually was, because I have this all saved on my phone. So when I messaged them, I said, I haven't heard back. Can you please give me an update on my order from last Sunday when it's going to ship? And they said, email info@Hidden Cosmetics Company with the whole customer service team. It takes 24 to 48 hours for a response, excluding weekends. All October emails have been updated. Please resend your email if you emailed previously. And then I didn't hear from them. So again, I was waiting. I was left in the dark. I had no idea. I emailed the customer service team twice. I messaged them on Instagram, got no response. That was helpful at all, and then I messaged them on Facebook, got no response. So my friend Morgan actually tagged me in a giveaway that Hidden Cosmetics was doing, and it was for these pigments, and I commented on it and I said, I'm still trying to figure out when my item is going to ship because I've already ordered them. And she was laughing. She's like, okay, like you you clearly aren't gonna get them. Like, I thought I was being scammed. I honestly did, but whatever. So I was like, hey, I'm just trying to figure out when the frick these pigments are gonna ship? So I commented on it and I was like, yeah, I've already ordered these pigments, I haven't gotten any response. So Morgan was just laughing, and the team, like the Hidden Cosmetics team, responded to me on Facebook in the comments section because it's public, and I said, hi, I'm still trying to figure out when my item is gonna ship. And that's when they clapped back and were like, well, this is a pre-order item. And I said, well, I have no, where does it say on the website that this is a pre-order item? I realize now that it's at the very bottom, and that was my own fault. So I said, okay, well, that's clearly my fault that I had no idea this was a pre-order item, but like, why isn't it shown more clearly on the website? I think they have previously updated it, so now it's like there and you can actually see it. But before, when I was looking, I had no idea. I had to actually scroll all the way down to the bottom and find the ingredients, and that's where I saw a little message saying this is a pre-order item. So I was like, okay, well, why is this not like in clearer writing? Why isn't this at the checkout? Like, why aren't you guys like actually telling people that this is a pre-order item like before they purchase it, so they're not messaging you and annoying you? Like, it's clearly our fault, but like, why didn't you make it more clear? And they didn't reply to me, and then I got a direct message from them, and said, hi, we issued you a full refund. Please allow 3 to 5 days, working days for your refund to show up in your account. And I responded with, I didn't ask for a refund, ? And they said, well, you've got one now. I was like, okay, well, I wanted the pigments and I didn't want a refund. And they said, well, you got one now. And I said, okay, well, I wanted the pigments, ? And they said, we also have always advertised the products as pre-order, and it would be helpful if you saw the product information before placing your order with us to avoid disappointments. Okay, well, maybe if you guys had made it a little bit more obvious that this was a pre-order item, stated it at checkout, stated it at the top of the page, stated it anywhere that wasn't at the very bottom in a small little message that this was a pre-order item, then maybe I wouldn't have been so confused. Again, this is a customer service site, and your customers are obviously going to miss things, so instead of being rude, why not just state it more clearly? I didn't respond to that. I just said, so the pigments won't be shipped so as you're refunding me? And she said, yes. And then she's like, you've been refunded from our website. And I said, okay, well, that's terrible customer service because I didn't ask for a refund. I was literally asking for information. And she said, sorry, but I'm not going to be arguing with you in our comment section. And I said, okay, well, your customer service team is absolutely atrocious. And she said, you disagree with information that was on our website before you placed the order. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I said, okay, well, you're terrible at business. So that was what went down on Facebook. So they since then deleted the comment section, so I couldn't even get the photo of it to be like, what the fuck? They deleted my friend's entry into their giveaway that had the full thread on it. So, and then they blocked me, and they blocked her, and they blocked a bunch of other people from their Facebook page. So I took to my Facebook page, and let me see if I'm gonna pull it up. I'll post them all obviously in this video so you guys can see. I thought this was humorous. I wasn't like fuming. I just thought this was really funny that they refunded me. They wouldn't give me any, instead of like being like, oh, I'm so sorry, this is a pre-order item, they were extremely rude about it, and they just took to Facebook to being nasty, and then deleted me and blocked me. And so I said, on my Facebook, I said, I've been trying to figure out why an item I ordered over a week ago hadn't shipped. I emailed said company, contacted them on Instagram, and finally, as a last result, I commented on their Facebook post trying to get an answer. They finally replied stating the item I ordered was pre-order and could take up to 2 months to ship because I had missed the very important piece of information that was at the bottom of the page with the ingredients, and I don't usually care to read those that often. So yes, that was my fault. I missed the information. Obviously frustrated, I asked why this isn't stated more clearly upon checking out. Said item is pre-order, or at the very least have it stated at the top of the page so that customers don't get confused or miss that information, because if it's a pre-order item, that is very important for us to know so that we're not constantly emailing you and being like, what the fuck, it's been 2 months, why hasn't this shipped? I also asked why it took 3 different forms of social media to finally get an answer, and this was their response. Needless to say, I certainly, this was my Facebook before they contacted me again. I said, needless to say, I won't be purchasing from this company again. And I took this to Facebook, and a bunch of my friends were like, what the actual hell? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, why would a company treat you like this? Blah, blah, blah. And what I found was really funny is in October, 2 days prior to me having this experience with this company, they had taken to Twitter and said this. They said, we want to apologize sincerely from the bottom of our heart to anyone who has a negative experience with Hidden Cosmetics in the past. We love you all and thank you all for all the love and support we've received recently. Our old team really did tarnish Hidden Cosmetics' reputation. Just looking at the reviews breaks my heart. Our new team is working so hard trying to push Hidden Cosmetics back up again, and we promise you 2020 is our year. That was 2 days before they started being rude to me on Facebook. So clearly they hadn't really revamped that side of things yet, because I had a terrible experience with them telling me, just stating to me in a message saying, we refunded you, and then me going, I didn't ask for a refund, I'm looking for information, say, well, you got one now. How fucking rude. Like, I didn't ask for a refund. All I was asking for was information and trying to figure out where on the site it said it was a pre-order and why it wasn't more clear. Anyway, so that all went down. I posted this on my Facebook. I was telling all my friends, like, this is my experience. I probably won't be getting this pigments, because a lot of the people on my Facebook and stuff were really interested in these pigments and wanting to know if they were actually good or not. And so this all happened on Facebook, and then my friend actually messaged them on Instagram, and she took a screenshot of the conversation of them saying, well, you got one now, to me, and said, seeing the way your company conducts business is horrendous. You were just apologizing 2 days ago about your customer service was, like how your customer service was. They responded to her and said, thank you for messaging us on Instagram. This is no way to talk to a customer. I apologize for the way Amanda, I guess that's the person that I was speaking to, they were speaking to my friend at this point, wasn't actually to me. They said, we apologize for the way that Amanda spoke to you. I forwarded these images to our manager. My name is Laura. I work behind Instagram and Twitter. Please could you provide me with your order number, and I'll make sure you receive your order. And so Alyssa, my friend, sent this to me, and she basically told them, like, okay, well, her name is Ariana. This isn't me. Like, you should message Ariana on Instagram. Her Instagram is Twisted Glam. She's the one that's experiencing this. I'm just letting you know that if this is how you guys conduct your businesses, I won't be purchasing any items from you, especially the way you're treating my friend. And so, sincerely apologize for the experience that your best friend has. I promise you, she is no longer working for Hidden Cosmetics. So they're stating that the person that spoke to me, that was really rude to me and refunded me and told me, well, you got one now, was let go from the company, which I don't really believe, but I'm not really going to argue it, and I'm not really going to dwell on it too much, because one, that is a terrible way to talk to a customer. Two, that was just terrible customer service. So I really hope that if she still works for the company, that she's not talking to customers, because she clearly doesn't know how to. I will have your friend unblocked from our Facebook page. Can you please have her message us? I messaged them and I said, I'm the person that Amanda spoke to. I am incredibly disappointed with how I was treated from this company. Not only was I refunded without asking to be refunded, but the sheer customer service I've received was mind-blowing. And they responded with, hi Ryan, I hope you're well. Sincerely apologize for Amanda's behavior, and the way she spoke to you was unacceptable. I respect each and every one of our customers for the support and love shown to Hidden Cosmetics. I can promise you Amanda will no longer be working for Hidden Cosmetics after a manager has viewed these images. I will make sure you receive your original order as an apology token from Hidden Cosmetics. So I didn't actually have to pay for these items, because they refunded me without me asking for it. They actually sent the products to me for no charge, and they refunded me. So that was really great, and I'm really, really happy that they took the time to actually speak to me and figure out what the heck happened and why people were so annoyed, because this was public. So they deleted it pretty quickly, but a lot of people still saw it and were like, what the fuck? I said, thank you so much. I was originally messaging just to find out information on why my order hadn't shipped yet. And then she said, your order will ship this week. I really hope you accept our apology and promise this will not happen again. And I said, thank you so much. And then we just went on to talking about when the item was going to be here, and so far. It still took a really long time for them, for the item to get to me, but that's because they're shipping from I believe they're shipping from the UK to Canada. So the shipping is already just horrendous, and that's not their fault. That's just Canada, it's far away, which still was a long wait, but definitely worth it, as you guys just saw from this look. So that was my experience with Hidden Cosmetics. The manager did contact me and apologize, and sincerely apologize, and then gifted the pigments to me. So it did end really well for me, and I will be purchasing from them again in the future, just because they actually did kind of fix the situation. I genuinely wasn't that upset at the fact that it was a pre-order. It was more the fact that I was upset that I had no idea, that it just wasn't stated clearly. So all in all, this turned out to be an interesting experience. So they did rectify the situation. They did send the products to me for free, which was really nice. I didn't ask them to do that. They just told me that they were going to do it as a gift, and that was really kind of them. They have no idea I'm doing a review on their product. I was just ordering them because I saw an ad and I wanted to get the pigments because I really like chrome pigments. So they have no idea really who I am, other than the fact that I had a bad experience with their customer service team. But I thought it was just really funny that they were apologizing on Twitter 2 days before they were rude to me on Facebook. So it's just very interesting. I'm interested to see where this company is going to go in 2020, if they're actually going to revamp and fix their team and actually have people that know how to deal with customer service and such, and hopefully they are a little bit better, because their reviews online are not very good, because a lot of people have experienced similar situations with their customer service team, of their customer services just being really rude to their customers. So I'm really glad that they fixed the situation with me. I'm still a little bummed that it took forever for me to get these pigments, but it was definitely worth the wait. I think these pigments are really, really pretty and really cool, and it's not the end of the world having to wait 2 months for something, but still, I wish I had known that it was a pre-order item, or else this probably wouldn't have went down the way it did, because I would have been like, okay, well, it'll ship when it ships, whatever. I genuinely thought I was being scammed because nobody was answering me. Everybody was ignoring me. It took, seriously, 3 different forms of social media just to get a response to them, and then the response was so bad. But all in all, it worked out. I'm really happy that I got the pigments. I want to thank Hidden Cosmetics so much for sending them to me for free, and actually sending them to me because they refunded them and weren't going to send them at all, and I was very disappointed because I really wanted these pigments. But I'm really happy that they sent them to me and it worked out in the end, and they are really, really gorgeous. So if this hadn't have happened, they would have had an outstanding review from me, because I love these pigments. I think they look really, really pretty, but it's just a little bit of bumps in the road with their customer service team that caused me to have a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth at the beginning. But they did fix it, so I am very grateful and happy that they did that. So that was just my little tea time for Hidden Cosmetics. I will be purchasing from them in the future. I'm excited to try out the Karma color. I think it's going to be really pretty. It's that orangey kind of chrome pink color. I think it's really pretty. These pigments are awesome. They're cruelty-free. They're vegan. I believe they're handmade. So all in all, they are expensive though. So if you can't really afford to purchase them, you can probably find other alternatives online. I know there's a lot of sellers on Etsy that sell pigments very similar to this, so you don't necessarily have to buy from this brand, but this was just the brand that I wanted to try at the time. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye!